Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. We're going to talk about Wonder Woman 100-page giant number 2, the Walmart version, because there's also the non-Walmart version now, because when you have a good thing, why not make more of that good thing? And then you saturate the market with that good thing. I shouldn't sound so down on this. This is actually really good. Uh, I liked everything in here except the Green Lantern story. That was kind of lame, but I liked everything else. Come on, the problem with the Green Lantern story is, you ready? It's the origin. How many times do we need to hear a spaceship crashes, there's an alien with a ring in it, and some test pilot gets the ring? Like, how many times has DC published that story? How many times has DC published all these origin stories? Like, can we get a Batman movie where we don't get to see, like, the Wayne family get murdered? Like, I think that's like a requirement. Batman is in this movie. Time to flash back to his parents getting murdered. It's so old. It's so old. Do new things. Of course, while I'm complaining about this, the Amethyst story is, well, it's not quite an origin story, but it's definitely like the beginning of a story with a new character. The Wonder Woman, the reprinted material, is her origin story. At least one of the like 17 different versions of it. Because Lord help me, I can't keep it straight. Like, is she actually an Amazon? Is she a statue brought to life? Like, I don't know. I don't think anybody knows what actually is canon for Wonder Woman anymore. But all that aside, we should actually like flip this open. I dug the new story at the very beginning, man. Look at her helping some people out. Like, this was awesome. Natural disaster. She's like dragging this truck full of people or a bus full of people. I forget what it is. Oh, wait, it's right there. It's a school bus. She's dragging this bus full of people just out of this like flood zone. It's cool. It's nice to see a superhero using their powers for something other than punching people in the face. However, don't you fret. Don't you fret, because Lois Lane crashed in the Himalayas, and there's a monster, of course. And do you want to know what happens? Do you want to know what happens? There's a fight. So we get like this cool little bit of Wonder Woman just helping people, which was great. Then we get this cool bit of Wonder Woman fighting this freaky giant monster thing. Look at this dude. It looks great, doesn't it? Oh, it was good stuff. It's good stuff. The art was good. The story was good. Since they decided to go into the comic stores too, I think the quality of art in the original material has like improved across the board in all these reprints. Because I remember, like, if you go and you look at like the Batman one, like that art was kind of, you know, you know what I mean. This art was good. Then there's another story. It's a Deadshot's gonna assassinate somebody. It's pretty good. But I like how, there's the police are interrogating this guy, and apparently this is in some country somewhere, and some dictator's going to get whacked, and I don't really care about that. But the fight was pretty good, so I did like that, and I like that Wonder Woman just busts out the last. We don't have time for this. Let's go. Just tell your people to stay back. She looks good, doesn't she? And of course, who's the assassin going to be? But Deadshot. He looks good there, doesn't he? He's totally not a character that is like my favorite character in DC. I kind of think like the superpower of I'm really good at shooting people is kind of a weird one to give somebody. But Deadshot was totally looking cool. The Amazons are dealing with like that crash that happened, and they're trying to figure out who's going to go into the world of men to be their ambassador. And they put on a big fight. Hold on. This is in the news story, by the way, or this is in the reprinted story, not the new stuff. That second news story, I'm not going to tell you anything else about it. It looks good. They kind of end the contest with gunfire, block a bullet. Woo! All right. It was pretty good. I got to admit, there was a lot of pages in here that I just kind of skimmed over, but some of the stuff just, it looks really good. Look at the facial expressions. Just take a moment. Look at these facial expressions here. They're wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. This artist really captured the trepidation, the uncertainty that these characters are going through. I just wish the writing had been less wordy, because Lord help me, Lord help me, I stopped reading the text bubbles and just looked at the pretty pictures. So I guess it's really just like a half. I kind of liked half of that story. Uh, right. Nobody cares. I don't care. It's got this great looking Ivan Reyes art too, which makes it a shame. Like this is some nice art, and I just don't care about this origin at all. I don't care how pretty this origin is. I'm not reading it again. And finally, we get to Amethyst, where we start out in the middle of a battle, and it's some pretty thrilling kind of stuff. The main character here, she's pretty uncertain about things. She's like, "Oh my god, I just killed somebody." Wouldn't you be like that? Like you're just like randomly transported to another universe and forced to fight for your life, and you accidentally kill someone. Like that would be pretty traumatizing. There's some definite trauma here. I really like the art in this. I love the writing in this. It was a little wordier than it needed to be in places, but it has a lot to do because a lot of it is just we need setup. What is this world we're in? And it does a great job of doing that. I think the Amethyst story is no, let me be careful. I think the news story with that giant monster is probably the best thing in this book, but that Amethyst story is definitely a close second. Is definitely a close second. I think overall, you know, I dug the two news stories a lot. Dug the Amethyst story. Green Lantern was flat, and I dug the art out of that Wonder Woman story and some of the writing. So let's call it like a 3.75 out of 5. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. When you're trying to present people with a whole lot of different material, and tonally, this material is all over the place. It's not just all like in one direction or the other. It kind of covers a lot of territory. There's emotional stuff. There's like exciting stuff. It's all there. And if you come in and you're trying to convey all that stuff, and you hit 3.75 out of or out of 5 times, I think you're doing pretty good. You're absolutely doing pretty good. Check this out. This is probably in comic book stores by now. I don't actually know what the release schedule is because I haven't been paying attention to it. I could never figure out when Walmart was supposed to get these dang books for sure. But whatever. It doesn't matter. Check it out. This was a pretty dope reprint. I dug it a lot, and I think you might just dig it too. So have a great day. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I sure hope to see you again next time. And until then, bye bye.